6 million subscribers. We're here with Stu's beat up granite and my little HBX brushless Pro, HBX 16889 Pro. Been on my channel a few times. So it's the Pro in the snow.
The Pro in the snow.
And
here we go.
Stu's plow guy didn't work today because he was sick. So we actually drove around about 20 times until we got it flat. Because I came out here with my short course car and my low voltage kept. Look at this poor little guy.
Which is exactly what I thought would happen.
Yeah. I got a 3S battery in this.
Actually, I don't think it was your voltage. I think your cable was just breaking.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Every time up, it could have been. Yeah. This thing doesn't tolerate the deep snow at all. It's just fine with the. Stu was smart and brought his granite. I didn't bring anything capable of getting through the snow. Oh! But this was the mini granite before the mini granite had a Grom. Or before the granite had a Grom. Nice! Ah, missed it completely. We've got kind of like a snow thing going right down the middle of this. I'm going to move it over a little. Uh-oh. Stu's granite got stuck. Today was a nice day, but it's still cold. So I use the metal geared HBX because it does have the weight to get it through the snow. What happened?
I thought I broke a tire off.
Oh, that would suck. And I've got these knobby tires on here that you can get on Amazon or AliExpress, or they're just about all the RC retailers have these tires. And they're tons better than stock. There we go. Alright, if this had a center diff, I could pull that off a lot better. This Pro model comes stock with the oil-filled shocks and metal gears. Ooh. And dog bones, metal cups. So if you like 16 scale, this is definitely a good one to have. Its big downfall is the tiny battery compartment. So every battery I've had for this car, I've had to put it in at a slant because it doesn't fit down in there completely. And those 800 milliamp 2S batteries just aren't good enough. I like running these cars on 3S. Oh, I'm stuck now. I'm stuck now. But the MJX version of this car, actually, their 16th scale car is really good. And if I was just getting into the hobby, I would have chose those over the HBX. Just because to get the brush or the metal geared HBX, this car is about 150 bucks. And the MJX car that's 150 bucks is a 14th scale car which is much better and bigger, and their chassis are indestructible. Ugh. There we go. But overall, I do love these little cars. They're a blast. Yeah, boy. Pulled off the 360. Didn't pull off the landing, but these shocks are not tuned for snow landings. They're supposed to be on solid ground. Oh boy. Jumped over you. Oh boy. 360 though. I don't think I caught it.
More like a 300.
I got you. So, but I didn't keep this car stock. I put a slightly bigger motor in it than what it comes with. I think though I've since taken that out because I used it in my Ishin buggy that I had. I did a motor swap on that, and the pinion shaft was different size, so I had to do a little fancy work. Oh yes! You pulled it off. Oh! Not quite. So yeah, the pros definitely hold up to a lot more abuse, simply because of the metal parts. And the regular brushless just wouldn't be heavy enough to make it through this powdery snow. Ooh.
It's either my battery or I'm slowed up.
Plus these, the Pro comes with a motor that can tolerate the higher voltages too. When you put 3S into these cars, they're really not advertised as 3S cars. They're 2S cars, but they will tolerate 3S. And the ESC has a tendency to cut out with the smaller motors that the regular brushless ones come with, the plastic geared brushless ones. But you do want to keep your eye out on these. When you buy one new, I would say it's worth opening it up and making sure that it has grease in the diffs. Not too heavy, but just enough to keep the gears lubricated. But yeah, make sure all the screws are good and tight. When I ran mine for a while, I noticed that it was getting caught up, so I opened it up and the screws were coming out of the crown gear on the diffs. I hope I probably haven't been aiming right this whole time. I think Stu had a battery issue already. So yeah, these spikes it takes to get through this deep snow, the regular brushless cars would have just, the ESC would have went into protection mode because the motors just can't handle those spikes, those 20mm motors. But these 30mm motors can. Actually, no, this is a 28mm, and they normally, the little guys come with a 24, the regular brushless 24mm something, 24 something, and this is a 28mm motor. So it can take a lot more use and abuse. Higher voltages, much higher than the littler motors. Although those little blue motors that come in these regular brushless cars are amazing. and they have them paired really well. The kV that they put in these cars, which is around, I think, 3200 kV for the smaller brushless motors. These ones, I'm not sure what the kV for these 28mm motors are. I've forgotten. But it's got plenty of get up and go. Just really great little RC cars. And I can tell that my steering's got some build up going on in there. See, it's not wanting to go all the way over that way. That happens in these cars when you run them into snow. Snow will build up behind the arm in the tub, actually. Alright, let's go see what Stu's up to. This battery should be sufficiently drained. Just amazing cars. Alright. Let's see if I can show you what's going on with the steering. Oh, got the legendary out. My ESC soldering came undone, and that was me. I did that. I had a little mishap. Alright, make sure this is aimed right. Only one of my pull tabs actually has a little tab on it. Alright, let's take a look.